You ever catch yourself snapping at your child or your wife in anger and then wondering where that emotion came from? That's your lack of emotional control speaking. Your emotional muscles are weak. Emotional practice, much like practicing lifting weights, comes with time and comes with intentional effort. It allows you to feel the weight of your emotions, and it allows you to pick them up and put them down with ease. Practicing emotion, what it actually means is the deliberate and repeatable creation and cessation of your emotional energies when you want, how you want, wherever you want, without relying upon outside stimulus or events or situations to generate it. Right? So within this idea or concept of practicing emotions, there's three distinct concepts: intentional creation, your emotional muscles, and separation from stimuli. Intentional creations means when I want to feel an emotion, I feel it whenever I want. The second one is your emotional muscles. At first, unpracticed, untrained, they will be a little weaker. You will succumb to emotional outbursts. But through practicing emotions, you become stronger. You're able to duck, dodge, and weave between your emotions. And last but not least, separation. You separate these emotions. You learned to control it, but you can control it outside of situations that would normally enrage you or make you angry. You can then add some separation between that event and your emotions as a result of this practicing. So why should you even bother practicing your emotions in the first place? One, you regain complete sovereignty over your emotions, your thoughts, your attitudes. They become wholly yours and not as a result of a situation. Secondly, this breaks the pattern of emotional spinouts. This stops the cycle. It helps you regain that control again. And last, it preps you for the deeper foundational work of meditation. What we need going into the investigation of past traumas is the ability to remain unaffected with a silent and steady mind so that you don't react to past traumas. And stabilizing your emotions with strong emotional muscles helps you do exactly that. In this next section of the video, I'm going to show you 3 core drills. I do recommend at this time to grab a neutral object, something innocuous like a pen or a coffee cup. I prefer the coffee cup, but you choose your tool of choice. The first drill is simply this: attitude shifting. I'm going to flood this coffee cup here with the emotion of love, and then I'm going to flood it with hate. I want you to follow along. Just do this probably about 5 to 10 seconds each emotion, and only do this for about a minute, making sure that if you start with love, end on love. That's the first drill. The second drill is a little bit more intentional: emotion creation. We are making this object feel love, hate. You make this object here feel different pairs of emotions. Now the goal here is we are separating the emotion generation from outside stimulus. I recommend simply practicing this particular drill probably about 5 minutes a day if you're still in the beginning phases. The last but not least, this is an advanced drill. This is called the emotional flow. I'm feeling love towards the cup, then I'm feeling hate towards the cup, and then I put myself in the shoes of the cup. I'm looking at myself as if I was the cup, and I'm feeling love, hatred towards myself. Those same pairs of emotions that you used on the first drill, use it on this drill as well. The goal here is that you can feel emotions towards and from something at will, and this reduces your emotional sensitivity and reactivity. This is one that I don't do enough. I neglect this one. But this is a gold one. Best practices, I want you to record everything down. Grab a journal and write down your wins. Write down any issues that you ran into When I moved into love, I felt it was a little bit difficult, but it was easier to move into hate. For example, another tip is finish your emotional cycle. End on a positive emotion. End on a positive note. Last but not least, I would scale your intensity according to your abilities, right? So in the very beginning, I would literally just stick with the attitude shifting drill. I wouldn't do this any for more than 2 minutes at most in the very beginning, and then scale up your intensity accordingly. This can fatigue you, especially early on if you're not used to this. As a recap, you choose, you generate, you switch, and you let go of your emotions at will. You choose your own emotions. Your emotional drills build emotional skills, and make sure that you finish your emotional cycles during the drills. I'll end here because I'm going to turn it over to you, the viewer. If you are prone to anger or outburst or depression or sadness, my question that I want you to ask yourself is, who is really behind the wheel? Is it you, or is it your emotion who's steering? Run the attitude shifting drill for 2 minutes today after this video, if you haven't already. This is going to set you up for success. If you can make this a daily habit, you will be all the better for it, if this is all you do. But with that, I bid you farewell, and to you and to yours, all the blessings in the world.